back, Truth Seeker. Yesterday, January 8th, 2018, one of the big news stories, H&M putting out an advertisement of a young black boy in a coolest monkey in the jungle hoodie. If you missed my video on this, I'm going to link it below. Another story that was circulating yesterday that got less attention was this. Out of Waldorf, Maryland, HIV positive ex-coach pleads guilty to sexually abusing 42 boys. And of course, they put a face to this story, and it's a 30-year-old black man, according to the reports. Understand, everything in the media is contrived propaganda, and it is all done by a code. Both of these stories coming January 8th is no coincidence. In my book that will release very soon, the 18th chapter is about the manufactured race war. And I teach how the numbers 42, 59, as well as numbers such as 30 and 76 have been coded all over black history. And the reason I made it the 18th chapter is because the word race has gematria of 18. Notice both of these stories came January 8th, 1/8, in the year 2018. And in my book, I did put some of the chapters in logical order based on gematria having the knowledge. But understand, the reason I did that in the book, which I also explain, is because I just want people to start understanding there's actually tyrants in this world that are working this way. And the purpose of my book is to expose how the tyrants work. So if you'd already picked up my book and read it, you'd be like, wow, this is exactly what Zach was talking about. Stamping these numbers. Negative propaganda about black people. So on January 8th, we get two of these stories, and they're both racially related. 42 boys, young black boy, racism. Now 42 boys abused by HIV positive coach. Notice HIV in gematria sums to 42. As we've talked about before, it's reported that HIV traces back to 1959 out of the Belgian Congo. Belgian Congo equals 59, like Negro, like slave, like blues, reminding how Motown came out in the year 59 in Detroit on the 42nd parallel. Look at the hateful word for black people. The word nigger breaks down to 5 plus 9 plus 7 plus 7 plus 5 plus 9. There's two 5 9s in it. The way this breaks down is N is the 14th letter. In numerology, 14 is 1 plus 4 is 5. I is 9. G is 7. G is 7. E is 5. R is 18. In numerology, 18 is 1 plus 8 is 9. Not coincidental. Just talked about this yesterday in the video on the boy in the green sweatshirt. So again, let's go through 42. And this isn't the complete list. This is just a partial list right here. But there's a reason Jackie Robinson wore 42. His nickname Jackie equals 42. His name Jack Robinson equals 59. Martin. Think about it. Famous black civil rights leader. Also sitcom show. In the sitcom show, Martin lives in apartment 42 plus Martin equals 42. Malcolm X 42. Orenthal's the name of O.J. Simpson. Orenthal. That's what the O stands for. 42. In the O.J. Simpson trial, it was reported that Mark Furman used the word nigger 42 times. Huxtable equals 42. Cosby Show 42. Muhammad Ali was born in 42. He got Parkinson's at age 42. Muhammad Ali equals 42. Last year, his wife said he's the LeBron James. Or she said LeBron James is the Muhammad Ali of basketball. LeBron James 42. Think about the Tuskegee experiment, 42, slavery, 42, Black History Month, February, sums to 42. It ends on the 59th day of the year, the awkward month. See, this stuff is deep. Our calendar's set up this way on purpose. Who are the original people on this earth? They're black people. Brothers 42. We already covered the N-word 42. The derogatory term boy 42. Look at the headline up here. Let's look at it one more time. HIV positive ex-coach pleads guilty to sexually abusing 42 boys. Same day as this story. You know? I've been teaching this knowledge. The reason I started making videos in 2014 after having a blog since 2013 was because I got sick of the race war coding. First video I ever made was about the Michael Brown shooting. You know, this knowledge about the race war, it's so transparent. You learn this code, you can see through what they're doing in the media. Everybody needs to know about this. You know, been teaching this very important skill and knowledge for so long, and it's not spreading in the truth community. You know, everyone went crazy over Pizzagate, which was a psychological operations. Why aren't they spreading this knowledge? You know? So they said this man's 30 years old. Come down to the story here. Carlos D'Angelo Bell, 30. 30's another number. This is why they brought back Tiger Woods 30 days before his December 30th birthday, where he was turning 42 in the PGA. They string Tiger Woods around, and athletes by this code too. You know, they destroyed Tiger Woods' career by these numbers. But, you know, the N-word also sums to 30. He's 30 years old. He infected 42 boys. You see how this goes? This comes out of Waldorf, Maryland, as you'd write it on an envelope, 42. Maryland, think about the Freddie Gray story recently. Freddie, 42. Freddie Gray was arrested April 12th, the 102nd day of the year, the day the Civil War began. Freddie Gray equals 102, also like nigger, also like slavery. The Civil War ended on May 9th. 5/9 began on the 102nd day of the year. Remember, the Civil War began April 12th. The first reported casualty of the war was April 19th, the same day Freddie Gray died. The first casualty of the war happened in Baltimore, where Freddie Gray died, when protesters got in an armed conflict with gray coats. See how this goes? This is recreating history, propaganda by the numbers. There never was a Freddie Gray, completely contrived story to rile people up by the numbers. Just like this coach, and this entire story is fake out of Waldorf, Maryland. But look at what they reported. These are all things I've been covering over the years. Just 42% of the residents in Freddie Gray's neighborhood are employed. Around that same time, police used taser on the suspect for 42 seconds. Notice the suspect was a black man. Michael Brown shot, they put out this image of the officer who shot him, Darren Wilson, with the number 42 and the word blues. This happened in Ferguson, Missouri, 4242. There never was a Michael Brown either. Michael Brown was a plastic dummy. You can prove this is true. Look at the footage of Michael Brown after his body was left in the middle of the street for no reason. After hours of being left in the street, creating a scene, creating a national news story, they loaded that plastic dummy, which is what Michael Brown was, a plastic dummy, in the back of a police SUV. He didn't go in an ambulance. He went in the back of a police SUV. All you need to know. They don't put dead bodies in police SUVs. But this is what they do. They create this fake news to rile people up because racism is real. The media is what programs racism and hate, which has for centuries. And it's always been done by this code. Emmett Till, all those stories are by this code. All of them. They've been doing this forever. Little baseball history. Jackie Robinson's actually not the first black baseball player in Major League. If you go to MLB.com, they say the first one was Moses Walker, and he played in 42 games. Moses Walker equals 42. You see? But this is what it is, truth seeker. Remember when Magic Johnson had HIV? Look at what year Magic Johnson's born in. He's born in 59. You know? And then Magic Johnson's HIV magically disappeared. He was used for some race war symbolism. Again, if you missed this yesterday, they used the H&M for this because race war equals 33. A lot of racial divisiveness with the number 33 as well. Magic equals 33. Rodney King beat on 3-3. If you missed my post about Rodney King yesterday, Rodney King equals 59, born on 4-2. You know? If you missed my post about the first St. Paul mayor, Gematria 59, Melvin Carter. Emphasized up here that he made the remarks an ode to slavery 59. See that? Notice Melvin Carter's 59 and 76. So is Negro Slave and Blues. Then in Montana, neighboring state, first black mayor in the history of the state. What's his name? Wilmot Collins, 59 and 76. Million Man March on the day that left 76 days left in the year. MMM for Million Man March. Guess what that equals? It equals 42. So, you know, it's undeniable what's going on in this world. Been asking people since 2014 to help spread this knowledge. Not enough people doing it. The word's not getting out. The mockery continues every day. People getting brought into the race war. People not seeing how they're getting played. You know, we got the power. We got the knowledge. We got the tools to expose it all. We got to make it happen. So we'll leave it there, truth seeker. Till next time.